all you got. I wanna see you give it all you got. I wanna feel your love. I need to know that. I need to know that. I need to know that. If you really want it, want it, want it. It's in our hearts, it's in our dreams. Come on and take a chance, just wait and see. Wanna go fast or take it slow? Come on now, baby, we just gotta take control. 'Cause it's the only way you know it. How we gonna get it going? Is this life what it's meant to be? If you really want it, come and get it now. If you really want it, you better get up and go. If you really want it, come and get it now. If you really want it, take it and don't let it go.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here?
Hello.
Then? Forgot to remove something. There we go, done. Anyway, hello everyone. It's me, Reaper Steve, joined by the wonderful Jammer. Hello, Jammer.
Hello.
Hello.
It wouldn't be us if it didn't start scuffed, would it?
It's us. We are both still alive, although we work independently quite a lot now. We are still alive, I promise. Like, we're not the same
Barely.
person, just in different rooms. You know? Like, yeah, we're back. Well,
That would be the most
well.
impressive, like, hand puppet.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, like, I've had conversations myself. I think that's pretty simple to see. You know, I'm sat
I wonder
there
what
editing
internal
at
dialogue
like
like.
2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what would work here? I know what would work here actually. Like, anyway, moving swiftly on before my mental breakdown kicks into effect. We are back for Welsh Esports League 2. We're going to be jumping in to cover CS3 over the next couple of weeks while we watch the best of Welsh talent kind of come together and play against each other, you know, for that like wonderful title of being one of the best Welsh teams in Wales. There's a lot of Welsh in that sentence, isn't there?
You hope so.
Yeah, you hope so. We are going to be playing some music throughout the streams as well, though, Jammer. Something I want to mention very quickly before we kind of kick into things, because this is pretty cool, actually. I like this. So over the series for WEL2, you're going to be hearing different music across different game genres. So for us, for example, we've just listened to Raider. Raider is a South Wales based hard rock band. It formed in the summer of 2017. They've got the bassist John Winter, rhythm guitarist Mark Campbell started writing music that would eventually become Raiders music, and former drummer Luke Naimi went on to work with bands like Roachford, and in need of a new vocalist they approached Mike Platt, long-time singer, songwriter, performer from down South Wales. Mike was a contestant on The Voice in 2019, and wound his way through the team. Well, I mean, Team Tom Jones, obviously, in it. You know, like if you went on The Voice, Jammer, and you're Welsh and you didn't pick Tom Jones to be your coach, you're officially not allowed back in Wales.
Yeah, no, I think it would be like an act of treason against the Welsh, right?
It's like a legal requirement, I feel. Like, you know, if you don't pick Tom Jones, you ain't allowed back in. But yeah, they've started working on their album in 2022 called Runaway. Their latest album, Stripped Back, the acoustic version is available on all streaming platforms. Today, however, we've listened to two different songs. I threw both of them in there just so we can kind of get a good grip of what we're listening. We had Give It All You Got and Come and Get It. So those are going to be stuck in my head for the next 4 or 5 weeks. It's going to be great. And that's pretty much
Sounds
it from
lovely.
Raider. It does sound lovely. I mean, are you a fan of rock music, Jammer?
I am quite a fan.
Are you? What sort of bands do you like?
I think my favourite band of all time is, it's a little bit cringe, I guess, but it's Bring Me the Horizon.
No, it's
I
not
honestly,
cringy. I get that. I like that. I rate that.
but yeah,
I was half expecting, like, yeah, I like rock music. What bands you like? Busted? I was like, oh.
You know what? Like 9-year-old me is like absolutely jamming to Busted.
Sat there with your emo haircut and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. I used to have a kind of mohawk when I was younger.
Bro, my brother had like so I remember listening to My Chemical Romance when they were like really, really small, right? Like
Yeah.
they weren't big at all. They had like one video out and it was on Krang like every couple of hours, and that was it. And I remember listening to them. My brother got into them as a result, and my brother went like full on into like the dark, the Black Parade. He had the jacket, the drummer boy jacket stuff and that.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
had like a massive fringe that would come down and cover like one side of his face.
Oh no.
Some of the pictures from like the early 2000s of him are so cringe. It's unbelievable. I can't wait for him to eventually find someone to get married. So if he makes me best man, that's just going to be all the pictures that we see at his wedding. It's just his fringe.
It'll even be better, like if he ends up having kids and whatnot. You just get to put those pictures up.
100%, mate. But yeah, that's enough about music and bands, at least. Anyway, what have you been up to, mate? While we've been taking our like hiatus from casting?
I moved house.
Again?
So that's been a
Unheard
big
of.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, not too much. Been trying to get fit and healthy again. Get summer bod ready. So that's pretty much been me. How about you?
I've been doing a lot of editing work. I've been doing a lot of production stuff for like NA production and that, which has been nice. But it's been mainly just like me clicking buttons while people watch Fortnite, which is yeah, it was great.
That's quite the admission there.
Yeah, I can't believe I said that out loud, to be honest with you. But I mean, like, the things you do for a couple of bucks here and there, like man needs a house. I'm trying to save to get my mortgage here. Yeah, so we do a lot of production bits and pieces in the background, and I've like got addicted to like flight sim games and that. I'm contemplating picking up Diablo today, and I just realized how varied mine and your experience over the last couple of weeks. You moved house, started going to the gym, started eating right. Me going, been playing games basically. I've just been chilling out, watching like YouTube and learning how to fly planes.
Well,
but
you know what the unifying factor is there, Eva?
What's that?
We've been brought together by this wonderful game.
We have indeed. Bring on CS2 is what I say.
Oh yes, have you actually seen the new updates that were released last night?
I've looked at bits and Twitter has just been rampant with it, right? Like all morning. So while I was doing bits and pieces for work, I was scrolling through Twitter and seeing stuff that people were posting. I saw one, and I don't know how I feel about it, but it's kind of funny. If you throw a Molotov on top of a chicken, it cooks the chicken.
Yes,
I find that
gives you a roast.
Like I find that utterly hilarious that is going to be something that's now going to be in game. Yeah, I can't wait for that to be an actual thing. I'm so glad they've kept some of the other stuff. Like volumetric smoke is going to be a game changer, right? Regardless of which way we look at it. But the way that the Molotov actually separates out looks a lot nicer than it currently does, and it looks like it is actually fire, like an actual petrol bomb, rather than it being just a big fireball and nothing else,
Yeah. What about your thoughts on the new buy menus and the new FAMAS sound?
The radial menus going right, like it's done.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, like when it changed last time, I don't know. I mean, it'll take a while to get used to, right? Because you're so used to just radial menu. You've got your mouse moving in the right direction every time. You know what I mean? Like you've got that. Muscle memory, yeah, of like click, 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 and I'm done. So I think it's going to be weird to begin with, to see the new way of buying stuff. But looking at like all the other patch notes, because I realized while we're sitting here waiting for the server to pop up, I can actually pull up the patch notes to read them rather than me just being like, this is what I've seen on Twitter, and that's about it. Because I haven't read the patch notes, I've just seen the Twitter people complaining about it. I didn't know the FAMAS had changed though. Is it just an audio change?
Yeah, it's just an audio change, but it sounds so much better now. When the new sounds came in and everyone was like, "Oh, it sounds like different. I don't like it." But this is a change that I think people across the board are in favor of. But I think one of the things that's been controversial is like the new way that the buy menu works is you have loadouts with a number of slots, and like you have a certain number of slots per category. So you've got I think it's like one starting pistol slot for picking the USP or the P2000.
Yeah.
And then you've got like some pistol slots, some like force buy or like middle tier guns slots, and then 5 rifle slots. So you won't be able to equip all of the rifles. Like, you're gonna have to forego like the auto sniper, or maybe you don't want to equip the FAMAS or something or another.
So is it like a ticket based thing where you can only have X amount of like, it's gonna sound steep, like you can only have that weapon if you don't have another weapon in replacement of it, kind of thing? Like in your overall team, I mean, rather than individual.
No. I would describe it a little bit like you have these slots and you can throw in guns from, each radial wheel, like tier of guns. So you had the rifles and the snipers on one wheel. You've got now just a number of slots that you can fill for those items or guns.
Oh, right. No, I get you now. Sorry, I was reading into that as if like you're only allowed to have 4 rifles on a team and you can only have 1 sniper.
No.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. You can pick what you want in your radial menu to use. Well, not radial menu, but your grid menu to use. Oh,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's gonna be nice actually, because you can kind of pick the ones that you're gonna be repeatedly using over and over. Like, I don't think I've used the Galil all that much. If I'm gonna buy something, it'll be like an MP5 rather than a Galil, so I can drop the Galil out in favor of the M4. But looking at the screenshot of it, he's got the M4A1S and the M4A4 in the same grid. That's going to be really nice, because if you have a map where you feel like you're a bit crisper with your headshots, you go for the S. Or if you feel like you need to be able to like stop a push, and they're pushing quite a lot, M4A4, right? Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the thing even more than that, it can be completely round dependent. So like one round, you might want to go for some sort of smoke one way, or, well, not one ways anymore, are there? But
No,
you might want to hold like a longer range angle, in which case you'd pick the A1S or whatnot. But there's also the ability to refund guns if you buy the wrong thing as well, which is really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, it stops you from having
those
like
from.
Yeah, there's been a lot of comparisons drawn to Valorant, and there's also actually been quite a lot of pushback on the idea that there's only 5 slots, so that like you can't equip everything in terms of what was on the radial menu.
Yeah,
not all of that can be brought over, so you're going to be seeing like the auto snipers really fall out the meta in terms of like you're just not going to be able to equip them at the higher tiers because there's not enough slots for it.
I think though, like, okay, I think if they were going to bring something like this in, bringing it in for competitive only would be a good idea, right? Maybe not bringing it in for all variations of CS. Bringing it in for just like competitive would probably be a better shout, because this is going to be more stylized for your competitive players. I feel, for those players that are used to playing in a 5 stack and knowing, these are the positions that we're going to hold. This is how we're going to push aside. Like that. This is what this is going to favor off to. I like it though. I mean, it looks like a good idea. I think it'll be interesting to say the least. There's a question in chat. Thoughts on players watching the stream when they'll be playing?
There's a delay.
It's GeoTV, my guy. It's a minute and 45, I think we clocked it as, or was it minute 30 now?
It's pretty much around delay. So the maximum bit of info you could get from stream sniping is you get some inclination as to the economic situation. And I guess for the smarter players out there, that is somewhat of an advantage. But at the end of the day, it's not really a big enough advantage to super sway these games, especially with how stacked they can often be.
There you go. Advice from the master himself, Jammer. Master stream sniper.
don't give me that label.
Yeah. Well, I sort of thought in my head, and I can't remember. I'm not going to. Actually, no, we're not going to talk about it. There's been a few tweets this week that I wanted to talk to you about, but then realizing probably not the best place to talk about some of them. There's one actually we can talk about with the match fixing stuff that's been going on.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the tweet. I think it was from NKX. No, it might have been a different person. But them dropping a player because he'd shown them evidence that he'd been match fixing.
I hadn't seen that. That's really interesting.
Yeah. So apparently he came to the team and said, this is what I've, this is what's happened, what's been going on with me, and they were like, cool, thanks for letting us know, goodbye. And that was like that was pretty much it. They were just like, yeah, we don't want someone in our team that's going to do it. I actually think that's a really like intelligent way for a team to deal with it, though, is to be like, look, if you are on our team, you respect like the way that people do stuff, right? You don't mess around with with having like match fixing and that.
I mean, it would be like organizational suicide to not address
not
that.
stand by
To be
it.
fair,
Yeah, true.
One of the other interesting tweets that you reminded me of recently is I think it's Bentet's new team.
Yeah.
Or one of the Asian teams. One of the players basically borrowed some skins from his teammates, gambled them all, and lost them all. So he'd been kicked for what accounted to fraud.
Why would you gamble someone else's skins?
It's a real addiction, bro.
It is addiction. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And then I then remember immediately to like the way that people play like games like Rust now that they've got their gambling system in there as well. Also, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think something really does need to be done and addressed about gambling in esports, especially unregulated gambling or unmonitored to a certain extent. Because I know as a child, like I definitely was susceptible to it to a certain degree. Like I spent way too much money on things like opening cases or whatnot, or packs, or whatever you want to call it, whatever your loot box of choice is. So yeah, don't fall for it, kids. It's not worth it. Those little pixels don't do anything.
Actually, reminds me of like I was scrolling through TikTok yesterday, I think it was. Oh no, it was this morning. This morning when I woke up. Do my usual ritual, right? Scroll through TikTok, check my views, that kind of thing. And one of the videos I come up on, there was this guy. This guy's like in his son's bedroom. He's like, "You spent £600 on Xbox Live." like, what are you doing? I'm going, oh man, that sucks. And then going to myself, I've probably spent about the same on CS skins and God knows what else, like over the years. Probably more than that, way more than that. I actually don't want to know how much I probably spent. War Thunder's been like that though as well for me. Because I've been playing that quite a lot.
They suck you in, man.
It does. It's the loot box thing, right? Like, it's the same with every game that has loot boxes. You're always going to spend a bit of extra cash to be like, oh, that looks shiny, I want that, and you're just never going to get it. Madness, mate. Madness. We do have all players in the server, by the way, for those who are watching. We're just waiting for them to ready up so we can actually kick this off. But in the meantime, you're stuck with us.
Got 10 players in the server, but only one of them is readied up.
Yeah, only one has readied up. He is an analyst, though. Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotta be punctual.
Ready to go.
At least he can read numbers.
Oh my god. We're gonna get sacked. We say this every time, don't we? But it's not gonna happen.
We say a lot of things.
We do say a lot of things. What else has happened recently? There's a lot of stuff that's happened recently, actually. It's been a busy couple of weeks. Tell you what, though, what I'm very much looking forward to is there's a few games that are coming out in the next like couple of weeks that I'm interested in. 6 Days in Fallujah being one of them. I don't know if you've seen any of that yet.
I have found one game, and that's all I've really paid attention to, and that game is Counter-Strike.
Yeah, okay, fine.
It
Whatever
is,
then.
yeah.
Fine. Try to turn this into a variety show. Come on now.
No, enlighten me by all means, please.
No, it's like it's based on the like Battle for Fallujah in Iraq, and it's procedurally generated. So every time you go into it, the map is completely different to the way it was before.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, it looks really good. It comes out the 21st or 22nd, I think it is. So, and there's also Diablo, which I haven't. I've purposely not bought because of how much it actually is. And then I check my account today, and one of my invoices come in, and I'm like, it's a business investment.
The universe is tempting you.
Yeah. My brain just went business investment. That's probably what we can put it down as or something.
Is the server still laggy?
It's apparently still laggy for the guys. Yeah, I think they're talking about it in the tournament support channel.
Yeah. Oh well. I think another interesting thing. Have you seen the new Mirage?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. There's like a few tiny changes. Like visually, obviously, it's got an upgrade, but like it does have a few changes that I think you would like actually.
Yeah.
So connector is wall bangable from top middle.
Wait, how?
I so
Have they
like
changed the way the wall looks on into connector from top mid side, are they?
no, it looks pretty much the same. It's just that I think the there's like a door where chair is on short, and like the frames of that, or maybe the entire thing, is like wall bangable with snipers at least. I don't know how penetration works with rifles just yet, but
Yeah.
I've seen a few kills with like scouts and snipers and stuff through there. Um, One of the other changes is they've actually eliminated that very long gap angle where AWPs can watch from the B platform down deep into apps to look down at the stairs.
I am pulling up something on my other monitor, and I think we're going to be a bit delayed, unfortunately, because of server issues by the looks. So I don't know whether to have a watch of this together. It's on HLTV, so it's nothing, copyrightable or anything like that. But it's just the updates to the map. But I don't think I can actually. I don't think I can switch my screens out without causing too much of an issue. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at HLTV now. So this is the update that came out today. The big mega thread post about it from Note. So the CS2 swaps Dust 2 from Mirage, introduces an interchangeable weapon loadout, sell-in during buy time. So that's the refund option, is the sell-in, right? This is what you were referencing earlier.
Yeah.
Is there any pictures of Mirage? I don't think there is any pictures of Mirage on this post. Okay, so they've got the CS2, the CS Twitter page video on the weapon changes, like the buy changes, but I don't think they've got anything on Mirage on there. I want to see it now. I have to see it. So if you have a link for it, and you guys want to throw it in chat, by all means do so, and I'll take a look at it. But yeah, I'm interested to see this big change to Mirage, because
There's a little sneak peek of it on that buy menu video above. You can see it in the background there. I think he runs a little bit. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's definitely, yeah, that's the new Mirage.
wait, can you see my screen? Am I sharing it to you? I am sharing it to you.
You're sharing it to me.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm glad you can see it.
Yeah. I don't think stream can.
No, stream can't. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not able to switch my screen over like that. Unfortunately, it's not gonna let me. We are actually getting more and more players readying up though, at least, so that's a good sign. Okay, so that's how it's. Sorry, me and you are watching this, and stream can't see it, so I'm just gonna link the tweet that I'm watching in the channel, so you guys can see it. So that's the new buy menu setup. I kind of like the way that looks pre-game, kind of going in and arranging what you want to have.
Yeah.
That's going to take some getting used to, though.
Oh, absolutely. Need to build up that muscle memory again, boys.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to day one all over again. Be good if you could change the knife skin midway through as well, or the knife that you have in your kit midway through.
Yeah.
It'll never happen, but
I think like people just end up gambling mid-game just to get new skins to equip mid-game.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Did you watch much from the major?
I did, yes. I kept pretty close track of it, as much as I could.
I watched.
Very, very happy that Zyri was able to get a trophy. I think it really throws up like a lot of question marks in terms of the GOAT debate. Like, he's not quite there yet, but it at least gives himself, the opportunity to be included in future GOAT debate talks.
I think it's one of those things of being like, it's also where it is as well. Like, Paris final. Having that trophy at a Paris final is always. Oh, are we ready? We might be ready, boys. Give me a second, yeah. No, there's just two players that are still left to ready up. I watched it through the eyes of other people. The major, because we had a big change in work go through at the time, so I was pulling like back to back like big shifts. So whenever there was matches on, whereas normally in work, because of the type of job I do, I can sit there and I can, I can kind of like throw it up on my tablet in the background. I couldn't this time round, so it's kind of frustrating. Game is live though, by the looks of things. Although, I mean, I see players that are not ready and ready at the same time, yeah? And I don't know about you.
I don't think game's live. It won't go live until they're ready, but they're at least in the map instead of on the
1v1 screens, yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts on those 1v1 arenas? Because
I like them.
I'm still not convinced.
I like them. I've liked them since they got added in, because I mean, like, I that's what I used to play on quite a lot. When like trying to warm up, is I would jump into a 1v1 server. You know, the random custom made map ones that you can jump into. So I mean I enjoy them in competitive because it gives you that little bit of an extra chance to warm up, and it's not just running around and getting like sprayed in the side of the head by a Negev for 25 minutes while you wait for the game to actually start. Like, I know that sounds daft, like putting it like that, but that is literally what would happen more often than not in pre-game lobbies.
Yeah, I can see that, to be fair. It was annoying being spawn camped and whatnot, but I was always a big fan of like just hopping into the map and like running around, maybe practicing a few smokes or two before the game started.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. We'd always have that one person complaining because you're using smokes and frags and flashes in warm-up, and you're like, well, I'm practicing, I'm doing, like, it's called warm-up for a reason, bro. Like, I'm warming up for the game that we're about to play. Yeah. I like the 1v1s. I think they're great. They add a good little bit of extra capacity into the game. While we're talking, by the way, I'm going to flip us over so that we're in game screen so you guys can see the action. You should still be able to hear us as well, if I've set everything up correctly. Senior Jammer, could you talk? Are you doing this for like
dramatic effect?
Dramatic effect, that's the one. Yeah. I like that. Cheers, mate. Thank you for leaving me hanging there for like the last 5 minutes. I appreciate that. Like, that was
I'm just letting you go on your tangent, man. Like, you have the floor. You know who else has the floor? It's Taki. He's got the opener on pistol, and that's a nice opener to get. But there are a few more players to find over towards this B site.
Quite a few actually as well, but they are picking them up as they're pushing through. Cole and Taki, they're just taking out all of the defenders and kicking this round off to a good start and good effect for Pit Ponies. I mean, George Meister does drop down, but realistically speaking, that's a banger around for Pit Ponies to take on pistol. They don't get the bomb, but they don't have a bomb. Are you seeing this, or is it? I mean, am I seeing a UI error here? Like,
if you really want to have the most efficient T side, just go out and get the kills.
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, it's just kill game, isn't it? Basically, don't do anything else. You just.
Is this actually not live? I'm confused. Very bamboozled.
Should we treat it as live and then we'll it's not live, by the way, is what we're being told. This makes no sense. What are these servers set up like? This is actually not live. Okay, cool. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for letting us know you have a server issue, boys. I appreciate it. We're going to watch it like it is live, though, because, it saves us talking random crap in the background while you're waiting for it to go live. I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Well, we should do Knife Watch, actually, while we're doing this. Like,
if it looks live, it sounds live, it pretty much is that. Yeah, no, carry on with your Knife Watch, sorry.
Knife. I haven't seen any yet, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
I think everyone sold their knives, bro, innit? Because of the money.
Hey, look, CS2's on the horizon. We need to step our game up, guys. Like, this is Welsh CS we're talking about.
We literally had the same conversation in our DMs, though, right? Like, a couple of weeks back. I was scrolling through Steam, and I somehow ended up in my inventory, and I was looking through my inventory to see what the price of something was. I think a friend of mine wanted to know how much, like, a jacket cost in Rust or some random thing like that, right? And I'm like scrolling through, gets to CS, see that my knife is worth like 6 times the amount that it was when I first got it. I'm like, yep, cool, that's been sold immediately, straight away. Like, I think I pinged you at like 3 a.m. in the morning, going like, hey, bro, have you seen CS prices right now? Am I seeing something wrong? Because my skin went from like 70 quid up to like £400 in the space of 24 hours. Don't get me wrong, I didn't complain. It went straight into the mortgage fund, which is perfect.
I'm just wondering now, like, if this isn't live, but it looks like it is live.
Yeah.
Is it really just live?
What is live?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like, are we just playing like a pre-game, like a little teaser, a little taster of the matchup?
George, we're messing around, mate. We know it's not live. It's all good. Don't worry. It's fine. George is like, it's not live. It is definitely not live. I promise you, it's not live. Tracking, but it's all good. It's just Jammer messing around. That's all.
All right, I'll stop messing.
No,
Apparently, sarcasm's hard to pick up.
No, continue. I liked it. It was good. It was good bounce. It's very good bounce. I like the way in chat there was the thing popping up of like what ranks you guys, and the first rank someone put up was immortal. I was like, give that man a round of applause right there for the immortal chant straight away. I love that.
Is that from Valorant?
It's a Val, yeah. It is a Val.
Ah, okay.
I think it's Val, or it's either Val or League of Legends, right? Like those are the two that come to mind when you think of immortal and stuff.
I have no idea. Like I said, I have one game.
We need to expand that, definitely.
Maybe so.
Need to get games like, I don't know, like Ready or Not. Ready or Not is pretty good if you like that kind of stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, no, we played a little bit of that. To be fair,
I remember me and you. I remember you and I can't remember who it was. It was one of your friends were playing a game called 0 Hour.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Have you played this?" And I was like, "My name is on the credits." You're like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "Yeah, I helped test it." It was the funniest moment ever. It was the weirdest of weird flexes. Like,
yeah, genuinely, I was just like, "What?" Like,
he's dead. You
Kentucky win this.
Oh, nice. That was crisp. Getting flanked.
It is crisp. This is just intimidation at this point. Like the game's not even live, and he's just out here tapping heads.
Nightmare, mate. Nightmare. Quick before they see my rank. I don't play CS anymore as much. I don't play as much anymore as I have done previously, and the reason why I don't is because I normally produce rather than play. So like 90% of my hours now at the minute over like the last like 3 months is me just sitting in CS watching games rather than actually playing in games. I need to start playing CS again, mate. You do? I think this is the big issue right now.
I think Sasha's overtaken you, hasn't she?
What, in hours played?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean,
disgraceful.
It doesn't take much, basically. I don't know. Actually, I can check. I'm going to check. We can check for definite. I have 1,500 hours on this account. Sasha's 2,087 hours, and that's depressing. That's horrific. Need to pump those numbers up, baby. Them are rookie numbers right there.
Come back to the dark side. Join us.
So yes and no. When I got back from last Epic LAN, I was convinced by a few of the Valorant casters to install Val and try Valorant.
Oh no!
Look, hear me out, okay? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to a certain point. There was way too much going on screen for me. Like, I can't concentrate on that for the best of the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just too much going on, like explosions and, you know, like the different color effects and everything. It just blew my mind a little bit. But it was fun. Like, I played a lot of Spike Rush, it's called, Jeremy, where like it's just short. You go short to sight. It's like, remember those servers that were set up where it was just you only could push B or you only could push A, everything else was blocked
Yeah.
off. It's kind of like one of
Exec
those.
servers.
Yeah, exec servers. It's kind of like exec, but it's like a competitive version of it. It was fun, but I wouldn't see myself playing it for like long term wise. But like,
Mhm.
yeah, the only FPS games I play at the minute is like I played a little bit of Tarkov the other night, just to see if it's any better, and it's unfortunately not. Just Which just sucks, to be honest with you. Been a lot of updates on it, and there's been a lot of issues with like hacking and all that kind of stuff. So I've kind of like separated myself from it for a little bit to give it time to sort itself out.
Yeah.
But eventually I'll go back to that at some point. But yeah, FPS game wise, I don't play much FPS games anymore. I'm doing study sims. I'm being a proper nerd and like learning how to fly jets and drop bombs and stuff.
That is pretty cool.
It's not though, because it's like it's really not. Like genuinely, I was talking to one of the American guys I fly with the other night, and when I realized that like for a good day before I started flying with him, I spent the vast majority of the day watching videos on how to do stuff in the plane that I was flying, and also reading like there's a website called Chuck's Guide. I'll have to show it to you after, and it's got a guide for every aircraft, and the guide for one of the planes I'll be learning how to fly is like 600 pages long, 700 pages long. It's mad, yeah, proper mad. Yeah, I need to get back into CS. Perhaps we might do a couple of CS games.
Yeah,
I mean, we
sounds
could
good,
have
man.
played, we could have played and finished one by now.
I thought you were gonna say we can make our own team for well.
Bro, no. Have you seen the Goat League?
No. What's
Who
that?
shared it? I think it was Grimmy shared it on Twitter. He was looking for a team with that. I'll have to find this because with where is he? There it is. So he shared this on Twitter. I'm almost positive it was him that shared it. He was like a LFT. There you go. One XBet Goat League 2023 summer vacation. So the way the group stage is set up is a round robin best of one. Each team must consist of one streamer, two players, one female pro player, and one coach or talent member, so host, analyst, or caster.
Oh wow.
Prize pool is $250,000.
God damn.
Yeah, I know, big that is, and it starts on the 15th of June through the 20th of June. I don't actually know who's in it. To be honest with you, I haven't seen any of the teams that are going to be playing in it, but like that's a hecking good prize pool for what I originally thought was just like a meme kind of league that was being set up. Yeah, 1x Goat League it's called. 1x Bet Goat League. I'm looking at HLTV now to see which teams have registered for it. Because we got loads of time. Okay, so January 4th to January 8th they played it, and it was 100,000 USD prize pool. I'm trying to see who won it. The roster for the team that won it do not have a current roster. Perfect. It's class, that is. Oh, only Pixel has been in it. Yeah, okay. This would be good to get involved in, mate.
Yeah.
Play games with OniPixel. OniPixel. I never know how to pronounce that guy's name, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I'd love to play some games against him.
I'd just like to see a skin collection. Like how much money that man has in his account is probably insane.
It is bonkers.
We're sat here and I probably should be trying to connect back into the server just in case it's back up.
Imagine like we missed the first quarter of the match.
This is a EsportsWales podcast now at this point. Okay, so it's invite only by the looks of things for the teams. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there's 8 teams in total. And it's $250,000 for the top prize. Top prize is $100,000, and it separates down then to 7th and 8th place. Dude, we could put a team in for this, and even if we come 8th, we still win 10 grand.
You say even if we come 8th, as if that's like
There's
one of
only
the
8
worst.
teams. You're
Oh, is
guaranteed
there
10.
now?
Yeah, you're guaranteed
Oh,
10k.
okay.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no.
I'll send it to you. Like, you're guaranteed 10k basically. Like,
God damn.
I
Is
don't know.
it not for charity or anything like that?
I don't know. I have no idea. This is the first time I'm reading from this page. All I saw was his tweet about it yesterday, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. It doesn't say you have to pay to enter or anything. Just like a free 10k, right? Okay. This is how this stream is now going to go. Stream chat. I need you to find me one streamer. Actually, no. I'm a streamer. So there you go. That's your streamer done. All right. We got one coach or talent member. That's you. We just need 2 pro players and 1 female pro player. That's all we need. And we need an invite as well.
That's doable.
But, like the invite's the lesser issue, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know. We might have to grift a little bit to get that invite, but we'll see.
Right, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay, we've
had
many conversations like this before.
It's just a shame I don't know anyone in this industry.
Spend 90% of my time restraining myself from talking on Twitter, let alone meeting people.
Oh, the matches are going to be played on mirrored maps.
Are they? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
That's going to be funny.
Oh man, that would absolutely mess with my brain.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, no, Dust 2 being mirrored. No, I can't do that.
That's freaky. I'm like, imagine like something like Overpass being mirrored and just trying to like deal with the verticality and it being backwards.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I no longer want 10,000 USD, so I'm not doing this.
I'd rather keep my mentality intact. You spend all of that money on goddamn therapy after.
Having to like relearn a map from scratch is not ideal. It's not going to be good, like at all. Oh my days. Boys, we're still waiting for the server to come back up, so apologies for the long delay. The good news is though you've got me and Jammer like kind of keeping you somewhat entertained. Getting people message me on Discord being like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Nah, nothing's going on. Basically, we're just chilling. We're doing this sort of stuff." I tell you what though, I don't think I mentioned this to you before, but I bought a Go XLR, like a big boy Go XLR.
All right.
So I can now record stuff being said live to use as evidence. You know, and so I've used it once for receipts on someone. One of my friend group was only messing around. We were talking one night, and they said something about like, I think it was like, "Oh, should we play like War Thunder tomorrow night?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, let's play War Thunder tomorrow night." And then like the next night come up, they didn't bother showing up. And then day after, I was like, "Where were you?" Like, I never said I was going to play, and I just played them the sound of them saying I'm going to play tomorrow. And they were like, "Oh, he's got receipts, is it? Okay, I get it." Yeah, proper like good. I have buttons all over the place on it. I'm not going to press any of them because we're on a broadcast that we're doing for someone else. Yeah. But there's quite a lot of bits and pieces you can mess around with.
Oh, that's so funny that you're just out here like clipping people, holding them actually accountable with evidence.
Accountability is everything in this world.
Yep.
You know, accountability is everything, my friend. If you can't be held accountable for your own actions, then what should you be held accountable for? Is what I say. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
When you say something and you're like, in my brain that made more sense.
Yeah, it's like that Michael Scott quote where you just kind of started talking and hope the sentence will go somewhere.
I've not watched it.
That's a crime.
Yeah, I've never watched The Office US. I need to. I can't. I think it might have been you that told me I had to last time I said that out loud.
Probably.
Yeah, I've never watched Office USA. I just couldn't get. Okay, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say it, but like I'm gonna say it in the nicest possible way. I just don't like him.
Who?
What's his name? The main actor in it.
Oh,
I can't remember his real name now. I don't like the Michael Scott guy.
you don't like Michael Scott?
Yeah.
As in, like, the person, or you don't like his character?
Steve Carell. I don't like Steve Carell. Like, I don't find it funny.
Interesting.
So
That's a controversial take.
Yeah, I watched 40-Year-Old Virgin, and I thought 40-Year-Old Virgin was great. I thought it was really funny, and then it was just everywhere all the time, and it just, I just lost interest. I was like, he's not that funny. And I've seen him at other stuff then afterwards, and gone the same route of being like, he's just not entertaining, you know. Yeah, there's that, and like 2 other series that people see as like this cult following that I haven't bothered watching. I do need to at some point though finish watching Shameless USA, because that is actually pretty good.
What's that about?
You know, you ever seen Shameless, like the UK Shameless version? It was on Channel 4 years ago.
No, I don't really watch TV, to be honest.
This man doesn't watch TV, but calls me up when I watch in The Office USA. It's crazy.
It's still facts.
The other one you should watch is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because that is the funniest program on TV.
People keep saying that. It's on my like bucket list, like, of things to do, or list of things to do, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get around to it.
There's that, and What We Do in the Shadows, I think it's called. My brother's trying to get me to watch that. It's about vampires, but it's like a comedy thing about vampires. Yeah.
Comedy and vampires. Sounds like a Twilight knockoff.
No, there's no sparkly faces in this one. Definitely not. You would have, yeah, you've definitely heard of it or seen of it, because like, it's like more often than not, the sound from it are being used on TikTok videos all over the place.
Okay.
Right, I think we've been given the nudge that we're gonna need to, or we should be going to like an intermission while we wait, rather than talking at you for like 55 minutes. Like we have been talking at you for like 55 minutes now. So we're gonna take a very short break while we figure out what's going on with the servers. Hopefully we'll be back with you soon enough. Give us like 5 minutes though. We'll figure out what's going on, and yeah, enjoy the music. I'll be sticking it back on for you for a little bit.
If you really want it, want it, want it. It's in our hearts, it's in our dreams. Come on and take a chance, just wait and see. see. Wanna go fast or take it slow? Come on now, baby, we just gotta take control. 'Cause it's the only way you know it. How we gonna get it going? Is this life what it's meant to be? If you really want it, come and get it now. If you really want it, you better get up and go. If you really want it, come and get it now. love. Time may change you. Give it all you got. I wanna see you. Give it all you got. I wanna feel your love. I need to know that. I need to know that. I need to know that. Give it all you got. I wanna see you. Give it all you got. I wanna feel your love. I need to know that time will change you. Give it all you got. I wanna see you. Give it all you got. I wanna feel your love. I need to know that time will change you. If you really want it, want it, want it.
Well, hello there. We've decided to come back, you know. We were going to go on strike, but nonetheless, we're here now. You're stuck with us, unfortunately. Yeah, we're here. We're in. I think we're just waiting for all the players to warm up. Not that they haven't had that much time to warm up. We've only been, what, an hour and 10 minutes?
Yeah, just a little bit of time.
Just a little bit of time. But the good news is, in the intermission, both me and Jammer were very productive. Obviously, like, you know, professional as hell for us. And I researched how much Diablo 4 costs. So that's pretty much what we did in the intermission. You haven't missed much. I'm shocked. Back in my day, I you know, back in my day, games never cost that much money. Now look at us. Excuse me. Try not to choke to death. Yeah, no, I don't know what just happened there. I was I had my fan on next to me and I breathed in and it like instantly dried my throat out, and yeah. I'm an old man, Jammer, okay? I'm elderly now.
Are you gonna survive the game?
Yeah, I should survive it. With a bit of luck.
That's what we like to hear.
Speaking of old man syndrome, I went to I met up with the EsportsWales guys at the Swansea Comic Con.
Oh yeah.
A couple of weeks back, and the new venue for it is like this big arena, and there's a car park attached to it. And my brother was saying to me, like, don't use the car park next to it; it's mega expensive. Use this other car park, and it's like a 10-15 minute walk to get to the arena. And my brain went to, I don't really care how much it costs if I haven't got to walk that far. Immediately. So I parked in the car park for it, and like normally it's like 10-15 quid to park there for a few hours, but it only cost me 6 quid. It's perfect. It's class. I went in, had a chinwag with John and a few of the other guys from EsportsWales, and then I had to wander around. I bought a couple of key rings because like, why not? Buy a couple of Star Wars rated key rings for my brother and my parents. A Harry Potter keyring for my mum because she's like a Harry Potter fanatic. And I managed to avoid going anywhere near any of the Warhammer stuff. So, technically I saved money by going to the event.
Yeah. I mean, every penny that you don't spend is a penny earned.
Yeah, exactly. Penny into the old mortgage account. Just do my head in. The whole thing is like that. Like I said this the other day, the hypocrisy of life now. All I want to do is sit around, play video games, and do nothing. And instead, I'm looking at mortgage rates and interest deposit bond accounts. Like it's mad, absolutely madness.
Those string of words, I have no idea.
I'm not even going to go into it with you because I don't.
Yeah, no.
Like, yeah, it's just like trying to figure out what the best interest rate for my mortgage will be, and get it agreed in principle so I can actually start looking for a house.
Yeah, I don't know about the other Zoomers in chat, but I've pretty much resigned myself to the fact that I'm never going to be able to afford property.
It's the best way to look at it, to be honest with you. I think if I'm at that point now where I'm like, okay, I can get one, but I just got to wait for the right rates and wait for the right mortgage, which will never happen. So I may as well just start renting instead.
Just fingers crossed for that crash to come in so you can get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
YTP in chat, mortgages suck, just buy outright. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
I just
know,
go to
right?
the bank and pull 150k out, like, you know. Sort it out, mate.
Who was it that came out recently who was like, why don't homeless people just, buy a house?
I don't know, but whoever it is needs to evaluate. Like, just buy the house. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like,
just stop being poor, God.
You got one. What, you bought a house outright? No mortgage.
A cardboard box doesn't count.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see receipts here, I think. we might need to see receipts for this. God, day and night. You can see the gameplay, can't you? What was going on there?
I can, yes.
Yeah. Stream can't see it, but that was horrific. Yeah. Later. Don't do it in the stream, obviously. I don't need to like dox yourself. No, send them right now so that everyone in the chat can see where you live.
Party at YTP's house. Watch party together, boys. Let's go.
Oh God. Imagine the scenes. That's madness, though. It's Mate Fair Play 2. Congratulations. Like I'm an age, mate. Don't know. That is dangerously close to me. The postcode there. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hint here, YTP. The starting part of your postcode is the same starting part as my postcode. All right, and the ending part of it is like 2 letters off, more or less. So, yeah, you and I may be a little bit too close to each other. That's dangerous. That is, for you or for me. Either way, it's dangerous.
You're just seeing like Welsh local news. Man arrested for knocking on every door in his neighbourhood.
Yeah, let me switch this to game, so you can actually start doing what we're here to do. And they have no bomb still. Mate, let's just do TDM. There you go.
Yeah.
Is there something changed? Like, nothing's changed. Like, for it to not give them bomb. I mean, standard server settings, right? Like, I mean, it can't change to remove a bomb, can you? I don't think, at least.
No, that's not an option on Facebook.
Have they thrown the bomb? No, it's not even appear on a minimap. Mate, what is going on here with this game lately?
We need an admin. We need an adult.
We need an adult. Dude, Piranha Creator is going to just go off here now, I reckon. Gets the first, doesn't get the second. Where are we at in our lives, Jammer? Like, where am I?
I just want to watch some CS, man. Like, we want to see the best of what Wales has got to offer in Counter-Strike, and it's just not working.
Like, nothing seems to be happening today.
Just like the current Tory government, nothing seems to want to work. No, we can't say that these days. No. Okay, my bad.
Politics, no.
Everyone knows I'm joking.
Yeah. Anyway, being told that Robin's team is wrong. It's showing the CT side, i.e., which is Pit Pony's team as Robin's are at the top. What? I can't control that, unfortunately. This is nothing to do with me.
I thought you were going to say something like, I'm being told that we're being fired on it.
Oh, they're sorting bomb out. No, server's not live. Lads, you messed us around here. Come on, George. George, sort it out. For real. Sort it out, like, right now. urgently. I haven't eaten today. I was saying to Jammer in the intermission that we just had, I probably should have had food before we started this up, so I could have like had like a decent evening. 8:15 at night, like lads, you know what I mean? Some of us got school in the morning.
Oh, that gives me nightmares.
Oh yeah, I'm way past my bedtime. Way past my bedtime, yeah, lads. Yeah. Let's go back to just our cameras for a minute, mate. I think probably best, right?
Why not?
Considering it's not live, still playing an empty stomach, crying. George, you know my feels.
I
feel
don't know
like
if it's
we're
just me.
just teasing people.
I don't know how it is for you, but like whenever I play video games when I haven't eaten or I'm hungry, I do like remarkably worse. Like I didn't think it would have as much of an effect as it does.
It's a psychological impact, isn't it? Because you got to be single track mindset when you're playing competitive games, and if you have other things on your mind, you're not single track mindset anymore. You're focusing on multiple things. Like when I used to play back in my day, when I played PUBG, and we were playing in like the very early days of PUBG and like proper professional tournaments. If I would not eat, if I didn't eat before we started our game up, I was a nightmare. Like I was like the team captain or squad captain kind of thing. So if I hadn't eaten anything, I was like, you know that advert, and it's like, Dave, you need some nuts, and they gives him a Snickers. Like that was literally me. Like I'd be like a little diva and everything. But no, it's true. Like if you haven't eaten beforehand, like it does mess with your head a little bit because I'm concentrating now on what I'm going to have to eat after I finish this game up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is why our casts get to this point whenever we cast on an empty stomach.
Just got off random tangent.
Yeah, literally. This is why when we did the William Hill Cup and we were sat there talking for like 25 minutes about food, and the production guy that we were working with was going like, God, I'm really hungry now. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, bro, but we are as well. Like, you know,
yeah.
Like we're both
if
hungry.
we have to suffer, you can join us.
Yeah. Apologies, by the way, for the background noise on the microphone. You probably would have heard the guy that drives past my house every single night at 8:20 of the night and revs his motorcycle when he hits the bump outside our house. Probably YTP. He's looking for the house like.
Yeah, he's using echolocation, just driving around. Be like, oh, it got louder. Then go back.
Literally, mate. Literally. He's like, I heard an engine. I'm near. He didn't deny it either. He just said, "Lol." Excuse me. Does Reaper Steve live here? My days. Good news. George has fully left the server, so he is 100% getting a snack. It's a good idea. We're an hour and 20 minutes in right now. The best thing about this is, though, right, is that, like, I was talking to my buddy before I came across to Discord to, like, set up ready for this with me and you. And he was like, oh, what time do you reckon you'll be finished? I was like, it's only a best of one, mate, so it's like an hour, maybe, like an hour and 10 minutes, depending on how long we talk afterwards, beforehand, all that kind of stuff. We've blown past that hour and 10 minute time frame. And then some, like... I think he's in chat, thankfully, though, so you probably can see that we're doing our thing. We're all about the technical issue life. Cornish pasty, not a fan. Not a fan.
I can't say I've had one.
It's just too much. It's too much like veg in it.
Oh really?
Yeah, but like chunks of veg. I don't know. It depends where you get it from. Like Ginster's, I've only ever had a Ginster's Cornish, and it's like chunks of, potato and stuff like that. Like big chunks of it and big chunks of onion. It's not really about that life, you know.
Yeah.
Sausage roll though. Greg's. Don't even. Like, you haven't even got to convince me. I'm already convinced.
All right, what is your
Yes,
go-to?
I knew this was gonna happen. What is your
Yeah,
go-to?
yeah, go.
Yeah, go
Give
for
us
it.
your
Go
go-to
on.
Greg's order.
Go-to Greg's? Oh, mate. So like, I'm actually quite a fan of the Greg's pizza slices.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Like the new ones or the old ones?
Like the current ones, wherever they are. Like they look like they're like Chicago pizzas. Detroit pizza is a square. It's not round, like those kind of ones. YTP
Yeah.
is a hell of a shout though in chat. So there's a place in Swansea or South Wales called Jenkins Bakery, and they literally do the best pasties like you'll ever have. They are they are better than Greg's. But if I'm like somewhere else, like when we go to like Insomnia or whatever, and I'm just trying to grab something to eat before I go to venue, if I nip it into Greg's there and I'm buying something, it's probably going to be a pizza slice.
Okay.
Probably be a sausage roll, and
Nice.
the more than likelihood it'll be a yum yum.
Have you tried the vegan sausage rolls?
I have. I was conflicted because I got given one by mistake. So someone went in and did a Greg's order, and they got a vegan one for themselves and a normal one for me. They're not vegan, by the way. They just like them, and they bit into the sausage roll, and then I bit into my sausage roll, and yeah, I don't know. I liked it. It was right. It's okay. It's not a thing you want to mess up though, right? If you're a vegan.
Yeah.
But fortunately, they just like the vegan sausage roll. It's actually really nice though. Try
Yeah,
a
no, I
cubed
agree.
watermelon. What, like an actual cube, like Minecrafty cube, or
Oh yeah, no, they grow them in these square containers so
yeah?
that when you harvest it, it's just a square, right?
Oh, they got to be expensive though, aren't they?
I don't know because they're not that expensive to farm. Like oddly enough, having a square watermelon makes it easy to kind of like pack and ship and stuff.
I can imagine actually, innit? Because it's prepackaged basically.
Yeah.
YTP, they are waiting to sort out a bomb issue apparently. I should probably give context that I don't mean in the normal sense. I mean the sense that bomb isn't appearing for them when they spawn in. So they're trying to deal with that at the minute. Shouldn't be long is the word that I'm getting from people in the server. So we're just waiting for that to happen. I know, bro. I know. I'm going to be googling now the square watermelon. That sounds interesting to me. It sounds very like very Japanesey, you know?
Yeah. No, I get that angle. I don't know. I can't say I've ever had one, but I know they exist.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of watermelon in general?
If it's in front of me, yeah, and yeah. Like I wouldn't go out my way to buy you one. But like my I'm back with my parents at the minute, and my mum likes a good watermelon, so she'll buy watermelons, and yeah, she enjoys them at least. Anyway, if there's some in the fridge, I'll have a bit, you know.
Fair enough.
I've just seen the square watermelon though, and yeah, wow, that actually looks kind of freaky. It does look like a Minecraft square one. It is in Japan, is
Yeah.
it? Okay. Can you get them in the UK? You should be able to.
I presume so. I'm not too sure. I've not really seen them around. I usually just buy the normal ones to be fair.
Sheesh! I just seen the cost of one. Never mind.
But... Go on.
I mean, this is. I think this is based on it coming into the UK, but it's anywhere between $100 and $500, but you can pay up to
Okay.
$800 for one as well.
That is way more than I was expecting.
Yeah, that's pretty expensive. That is pretty expensive. Rexy, thank you very much for the subscription with Twitch Prime. EsportsWales will thank you dearly for that. Just seen that pop up on the old administrator tab there. See, I do keep an eye on things every now and again.
We do our jobs sometimes.
Every now and again.
When the moment arises.
All right, here we go then. We're gonna talk about one or two other things. I think they're making a decision as to how they're gonna do this. We might be end up replay at some point, but pancakes, yes or no?
It has to be the right kind, but yes.
Okay. Like you can't just say it has to be the right kind and not give any context.
The thick ones.
Oh, like American pancakes, like big.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Or like you can. There's nothing wrong with like a crepe, but you have to be in the mood for it. I think a pancake is more universal, where you'd be like, yeah, pancakes, rather than the thin ones.
Like Scotch pancakes are nice though.
Butterscotch.
No, Scotch one, like little small ones.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like talking about whiskey for a second.
No,
Like,
no, that would.
yeah,
I'm
get
interested
some scotch
now,
on your pancakes.
I'm interested now, though. Okay, and like the alcoholic in me is going, that'd be a good idea to try on Saturday afternoon. Just sat out the back garden steaming, and people are like, "You haven't drunk anything, yeah, but I've been eating pancakes." Yeah, okay. NA pancakes, I get that. Kian in chat, NA pancakes dead.
What about waffles?
Again, got to be the right ones. So you can buy these waffles in the One Stop near me, which is like Tesco's basically, but they call it One Stop. And they've got like sugar coating on them. Bruh, oof. Tasty, proper tasty.
Sugar coated waffles.
Yeah, like I don't mean like covered in sugar. They got like sugar sprinkles on them. Like
Yeah,
chunky
like
bits,
a sugar donut, but a waffle.
Yeah, basically.
That's interesting.
They are very nice. They're self-packed, like self-sealed as well. So it's a pack of like 4 of them, and they're individually in packs of in plastic wrap. Like they're really nice.
Right. So you can put them in your lunchbox with your
Lunchbox?
cheese strings and whatnot.
What am I, 10? A lunchbox negates that I leave the house. No, but yeah, literally chuck them into like a lunchbox or whatever, and take them on the go with you. Tell you what, okay, this is another wild one. So I said I'm back with my parents, and my mum did shopping the other day. Got delivered to the house on Friday, right? So I come down from work, and I'm working from home, and I go downstairs to make some lunch or whatever, and she goes, "Oh, the shopping's arrived. The stuff out the fridge in the kitchen." I was like, "Oh, perfect. I'll make a sandwich now." And she goes, "Oh, by the way, I got winders in the cupboard." I was like, "Winders?" And she said, "Yeah, like winders. You know the like gummy sweet things like that are wrapped into each other, like all wrapped up in a circle."
The fruit winders.
Fruit winders. I was like, I haven't had them since I was like 11 or 12 years old. I'll have one. Bit into it, it was the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my entire life. They weren't legit ones. They were like, you know, the knockoff versions.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
You
mate.
know, it's funny you bring that up, because very recently, like literally in the last month, I saw that they were selling mango fruit winders, and I was like, I can't not buy this.
Yeah, you got to give it a go.
And it ended up being pretty atrocious.
Yeah.
It was really artificial. It had like the faintest taste of mango. But you know what? I spent money on it, so I will eat them.
Yeah,
I'll hate eat them.
There's a mutual of me and you, Nyokai, and his his tweets of his lunch orders.
Oh my god!
Some of them are amazing,
they're diabolical, man.
Some of them you look at and you go, "What are your taste buds like? What have you done?" But yeah, like I think I might do it myself. Like I might actually put one up myself. Like, you know, if I'm going to Tesco's or whatever, like my meal deal order is usually pretty consistent. It'll be chicken bacon lettuce thing, like you know, like one of those. It will be a pack of Fridge Raiders, the yellow Fridge Raiders.
Okay.
Because they're king, like they're proper filled with protein, like exactly what you need. It will obviously be a Monster White because I am a Kyle, so why not? You know. And usually for the crisps, a pack of Max Paprika.
Interesting.
Yeah. What about you? Or do you make your own sandwiches for work? I was gonna say for school then.
Yeah, no. I'm of the opinion that not only a meal deal is a waste of money, but sandwiches in general are just like, why would I even bother? I always make sure that I've made like enough food for leftovers for the next day.
There's 2 travesties going on here. You said sandwiches were a waste of time, and one of the guys in chat said you Monster White. Both of you take those back immediately. Okay.
Look, I'm just saying, like, why would I bother making a sandwich when I can have like semi-decent tasting, actual good food that I can just pop in the microwave?
So I get where you're coming from. Actually, like I will like if we've made enough food. Like tonight, I was gonna make chicken curry, so there'll be enough left over for me to have for lunch tomorrow. Makes sense. Get that entirely. One of the things I've never understood about sandwiches, by the way, I can't believe we're talking about this in the CS cast, but we're getting paid to talk about sandwiches, you boys. One of the things I've never understood is why Americans feel the need to toast their sandwiches.
Oh, okay. So I can answer this one
Do you
actually.
know why?
So when I do make sandwiches, I make them fresh and I'll eat them like right after because nothing slaps like a fresh sandwich. That's why you don't eat them for lunch because they're stale. But anyway, the reason you toast it is because it holds its integrity better when you're slapping loads of like sauce and stuff on it. So if you're making like a burger or something, it makes sense to toast it so that the mayonnaise doesn't like soggy it all out. Same kind of principle for sandwiches, especially American ones that have like a gallon of mayonnaise just dumped on it.
What was your major again? Not major. Your what was your university degree?
Degree, mechanical engineering.
That makes sense, weirdly enough, doesn't it?
The integrity of the bread is sustained by the toasting process.
I can't believe we're having this conversation. Rexy says, I'm about to commit a crime. Tesco meal deal is bad. I prefer my Spag ready
Rex
meal.
Gets it.
I get the ready meal, though. I get the ready meal side of things. Like, I will on occasion, if I'm going to work, take one. Like, chuck it in the microwave. There's a guy, pre-COVID, when I was going into office like every week, there's a guy on our floor who would consistently cook fish in the microwave, or like heat fish up in the microwave, and it was the most horrific smell ever. I don't even know what fish he cooked in it, but it was not good. I don't get people who do that. Like, you're in an office building surrounded by people, please don't cook fish.
Yeah, have some common decency.
Yeah.
That's a controversial take for me. There's nothing better than a Tesco meal deal. So you're telling me that after a long day's work, like, I don't know, off in the fields, whatever, doing what you do.
Off in the fields? It's the 1950s.
Look, just roll with me for a minute. Roll with me. After a hard day's work or a long day's school, you're telling me that you'd rather have a Tesco meal deal than sitting down to your mum's like lasagna or like spag bowl.
That's where the context that is. Like lunchtime.
No. Look, how can I take out of context? There's nothing better than a Tesco meal deal. What kind of statement is that? If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. Like, that's the level of outrage I have at that statement.
Oh my god, I can't believe you said that.
No. See, look, they agree with that statement. They're backing their own horse, which is absolutely mentally deranged. Someone check this person's PC.
That is actually kind of deranged okay. Don't trust the person who gets saurine as the snack. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Saurine's not a snack. It's not a snack at all.
What's saurine?
It's like a cakey bread type thing. I can't
Interesting.
I can't explain without showing you. Saurine is a malt loaf.
Oh, irony. Okay. One of the best decisions I ever made at uni was to learn how to properly cook. You have so much free time at uni, like in between lectures and like going out with mates and stuff.
Do you cook food, or you mean like heating up ramen and stuff like that?
No, dude. Like proper cooking. Like it's a life skill. You will thank yourself if you learn how to cook. If you're the type of person that heats up rice in an Uncle Ben's bag in the microwave, that is like a level of like being that you can very easily ascend yourself from, and you'll be so much happier for it. I promise you.
Okay. That is interesting, actually. I tell you what, though, Big Boy P said earlier on about the Monster White, Monster White, right? Mango Loco is actually kind of nice, though. I will agree with him on that.
The mango one is top tier.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. Top tier, the mango is. I prefer white because it's easy to go with, you know what I mean? Like, it goes with anything. It's like a fine wine, you know? Like, you can pair it with anything. I can't believe you're talking about pairing meal deals with Monster. But yeah, like, it pairs with anything. But the Mango Loco is definitely up there, like 100%.
Yeah. I'll give another, like dusting of gold for your irony, actually. Like, I agree with you, cooking for others is way more fun, like especially if you've got a barbecue or something. But something that's actually super rewarding, especially at uni, is like on the weekend, like in the morning when you're not doing anything and everyone else is like dead asleep or whatever, just put in the effort to like meal prep like 4 days worth of spaghetti, and like you'll thank yourself like in
You mean
between
like
lectures, just or even like a midnight snack after a night out. You're just like, I wish I had a kebab, but nothing's open. I'll have this spag bol instead.
Nah, you can't do that.
What?
You can't have spag bol instead of a kebab. That's not fair. That's not right. You can't.
No,
you
I'm saying
can't
like
do
at
that.
5 a.m. when nothing's
All right,
open.
Fair enough. I tell you what, though. Okay, I will say this out loud. Red Bull is horrific. Monster is the way forward. Do not like the taste of Red Bull anymore. Like, can't do it
Anymore.
Yeah, I think it's through years of repeated abuse of my oh wait, what? No, I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I'm being invited to a game, but the session is full, so I can either, how do I spectate this? We'd have to wait until their game is a round in, wouldn't we?
Yes. But yeah, returning to the conversation at hand, people at home, be wary of energy drinks and caffeine addiction, because there is a real kind of like movement, and I've tried it and it really does work, of like just going on a caffeine detox for a while, and you feel absolutely horrible for like the first day or two, but after that point you genuinely have like more energy and you feel better and more refreshed without having all that caffeine in your system. Especially don't drink caffeine after midday, because caffeine has a half-life of about 12 hours. So if you're drinking caffeine past midday, that's going to be in your system until the next morning. I feel like I should start like a self-help podcast instead of casting the CSGO game.
Sorry,
Hello?
I am here. Apologies. I'm just talking to George because he's messaged me on Steam to try and get into the lobby with him. But the lobby's full, so I can't get in. So just saying to him, they need to start, and then I can jump in and watch a round after, kind of thing.
Have you tried the old changing the IP by 1 digit trick?
No, I'm gonna try that now though. Where's the IP address? Trying to find the IP.
Who needs Dr. K and we have Dr. J? I love that comment. Yeah. I mean, actually, if anyone in chat hasn't been paying attention to Healthy Gamer, or like doesn't know who Dr. K is, do yourself a favor and just, after this game, after you've consumed all your EsportsWales knowledge and followed EsportsWales on Twitter, go over to Healthy Gamer on YouTube and check them out, because they do some fantastic stuff. There's amazing content out there about such a like wide range of things out there. Everything from like how to text people, how to deal with all sorts of like mental kind of challenges that you might be going through, from anxiety to depression, even just like simpler questions like, how do I get my teammates to not grief in a video game? Like there's all sorts of wonderful stuff out there. Please check them out.
Speaking of doctors, though, Dr. Pepper is top tier, but only Dr. Pepper Zero.
Dr. Pepper is just not the one. I can't stand it.
What? Nah, get out of here.
To be fair, like I don't like many fizzy drinks. It just doesn't do it for me. Like it's just too much sugar or artificial stuff or whatever. It just doesn't taste nice. I would pick the majority of fresh fruits out there than any sort of like energy drink or whatnot.
I remember one night I was streaming, you came in and watched on chat, and we're like, "What?" I opened up a can, and you were like, "What are you opening?" I was like, "Oh, it's a can of Monster." And you went, "It's 10 o'clock at night. What are you doing?" I think my response was, "You realize I'm built on caffeine, nicotine, and just a pure hatred for humans. Like, like, this is normality for me. This is normal life." Okay, they're in a competitive. We're just waiting for the first round to kick off. Sorry, guys.
Love these tech issues. Okay,
I mean, you're only 2 hours late.
For people at home, while we're waiting to get the game started, like, I don't know, list off your favorite fruits or something, your top 3 fruits,
You realise
and
they're
we'll
gamers.
judge you. Huh?
They're gamers. There is no fruit in gaming. Do you know what I mean? It's like fruit and veg doesn't exist. Only CS.
Oh, I saw an apple on Minecraft once. That seems pretty nice.
Oh, we're getting sacked for definite. Like, I hope we've all
If
enjoyed
anything,
our
we should be
run of,
getting paid more, bro.
I hope you've enjoyed our run of the Welsh Esports League. Everyone...
Welcome to the Welsh Esports game podcast.
Pretty much.
Cherries, pineapple, and strawberries. Okay, you know what? That's a respectable list. On the topic of Dr. Pepper, Disaronno and Pepsi Max is the adult version of Dr. Pepper. Isn't Disaronno like a
alcoholic drink? Yeah.
No. It's a liqueur, so like it's a sweet alcohol already.
Yeah.
What's wrong with whiskey and Pepsi?
Whiskey and Pepsi's fine. What he's saying though is like if you drink Disaronno and Pepsi Max, it tastes exactly like Dr. Pepper. Disaronno does taste like Dr. Pepper anyway if you drink it straight. Not that I'm condoning the drinking of straight Disaronno.
Oh yeah, no, don't drink.
Like, yeah. Basically,
interesting.
Yeah,
I know to stay away from that then.
I mean, Disaronno is nice, man. It's very nice. One second, guys. Getting asked if I can join the lobby, but I can't join the lobby because it's full.
Pomegranate. Oh, that's a call out from left field, but you know what? That's more respectable in my eyes. But you know what? They're both really good lists. I like them. I don't know what I was expecting from this. Like, someone was just going to say a fruit that I don't like, but then I don't even know what fruits I don't like. Tomato. Okay, now we found the criminal. Someone check that person's hard drive.
It's a fruit. It is a fruit, though.
I know it's technically a fruit, but it's not really a fruit, though. Yeah, YTP. Hopefully, we should be getting into game soon. How did you win your wingman though? That's the real question. I know tomato's technically a fruit, but as a fruit, it's like an F tier fruit for me. Like things can be classed as what, like platypuses are mammals, but they're not really mammals if you think about it. Like what mammal lays eggs and has a bill?
Am I able to get the IP? No.
I'm just like on the most random tangents with people. Oh, that's a crime against humanity. Tomatoes are not better than apples as fruit. As ingredients for food, sure. Like I can see where you're coming from, but as fruit, there is no way that tomatoes are better than apples. Durian. Isn't durian the fruit? It kind of tastes like pineapple, I think, but it smells really bad. Is that the same one?
Really
apples are horrible in all forms. Damn, that's a wild statement. Can we take mod off this person? No. I mean, fair enough. If you're not a fan of apples, then yeah, I can see why you'd put like pretty much anything above it. What about for those in chat that know what this is? What are thoughts on light cheese? Best crisps flavor? That's a good question. Tomato a day keeps the doctor away.
Best crisps
I don't know if that's the same.
Ever. And I'm gonna say this now, loud and proud.
Yeah.
McCoy's Thai sweet chicken or Thai sweet chili.
Interesting. Not the Sensations one.
No. McCoy's a king. McCoy's are 100% king.
All right. How about this one?
Give us 2 minutes stream. We'll be right back with you. I just need to put us to intermission very quickly so I can get something sorted. Bear with us.
If you really want it, want it, want it. It's in our hearts, it's in our dreams. Come on and take a chance, just wait and see. Wanna go fast or take it slow? Come on now, baby, we just gotta take control. 'Cause it's the only way you know it. How we gonna get it going? Is this life what it's meant to be? If you really want it, come and get it now. If you really want it, you better get up and go. If you really want it, come and get it now. If you really want it, take it and don't let it go. I see your face when I'm asleep, and when the chips are down, I play for keeps. Wanna get loose and lose control. Come on now, baby, you just gotta let it go. 'Cause it's the only way you know it. How we gonna get it going? Is this life what it's meant to be? If you really want it, come and get it now. If you really want it, you better get up and go. If you really want it.
Hello, stream. Sorry about that. Just needed to quickly figure out what we were going to do. Basically, unfortunately, we can't get in to watch them in their so basically, right, how do I explain this? So they're hosting their own game, but we can't get in to watch their hosted game because the way that CS is built, it won't allow us to get in to actually like watch anything. So the way it's going to work out is we're going to allow them to play their game because they're already, we're already 2 hours deep into it at the minute, and like I don't want to make them wait an hour to reset servers and do all that kind of stuff again on top of that. So it's probably best for them to just get their game played. What will happen is EsportsWales will tweet out the results of the game. I think that's probably the best way for them to do it, Jammer, really, isn't it? Just to pop a quick tweet out so you guys know who won out of the two teams. And we will be back next week, hopefully with servers sorted, and we can actually give you 2 games back to back. That's the plan, at least, anyway. Let me grab this here. Ducky's right though. The ridge holds the flavor. He's not wrong. Just want to throw that out there. Ducky, you are 100% correct, my friend. It does in fact hold the flavor, and it does actually make a better crisp as a result. Sensations are nice, but they're just too crunchy.
You know what I was going to say? A throwback for my favorite flavor. It might just be nostalgia talking, but was the old Walker's barbecue rib flavor.
Okay.
The black packet one.
So this is going to show my age. There used to be a pack of crisps you could buy, and you added your own salt to them. I can't remember the name now. Yeah, I can't remember the name of them. But anyway, there was a white packet, and it had like a little blue rip packet inside it, and inside the little blue rip packet was salt. So you just pour the salt on top of your own crisps and salt them to your taste, kind of thing. Salt and shake, that's the ones. That's 90s, that is right there, Jammer. Okay, like, for real. Yeah, you'd like buy a packet of crisps, and then you'd have to put your own salt into it. It was like you won something because you had a little blue packet inside, and it was it's a treat in every bag, But in reality, it's just a bag of salt. Pretty much like CS, to be honest with you. Like just a bag of salt. Are we really that old? No comment is the appropriate response for that question there, my friend. Yeah, salt and shake, real old school. You could probably still buy them though.
Yeah, I'll have to look out.
Yeah, you can. You can buy them from Tesco's. There you go. £1.95 for a pack of 6 of them. Recommended, mate.
Interesting.
Recommended.
I thought that's a good note to dip out on.
I think that probably is. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for the patience for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the Jammer and Reaper 2-hour talking session that we've had. We've had a lot of controversial opinions, specifically, talking about how Monster White is horrible when it's not. There's been a lot of controversy, but it's been good fun, and I really appreciate you guys like chilling with us and being super patient. Jammer, anything you want to say before we wrap up?
No, just echoing your sentiments, honestly. Thanks for all you guys for turning up.
We will be back on Wednesday next week with CSGO. Hopefully we'll actually watch a game. If we don't end up watching a game of CSGO, we'll talk about why White Monster is the superior monster. And that's it. I'm baiting Big Boy P at the minute, and that's the only reason why I said that out loud. Bold to voice controversial opinion. Yeah, of course it is. That's we're CSGO casters. We're supposed to be controversial. Anyway, thank you. Best stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Closing thoughts from our side of things, though. Get involved with EsportsWales. There's a lot of stuff you can get involved in within EsportsWales themselves directly. You can go through Twitter and find them at EsportsWales. You can go through the Discord, which is linked below. You can get involved with them all over the place, more or less. As far as keeping up to date on what me and Jammer are doing, which isn't really much, but we do tend to do quite a fair bit every now and again. You can see our Twitter links. Mine is ReaperSteve1. It's just under my fabulous picture of my beard. And then you can see Jammer's underneath his wonderful burgundy t-shirt. Red?
I think it's the sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt. You can see Jammer's there. Jammer's far more entertaining than I am, I'll be completely honest with you. And he's also better looking than me. So pick your choose. Pick your best from that, at least, anyway. But thank you very much for joining us for this evening. We will see you all next week, and I'll tell you what we're going to do, Jammer. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave them with Raider, so they can listen to a bit of Raider before we wrap the stream up. We'll see you all next week.